That's some of the best news I heard. The two things I heard that were really good. First thing was that there's a dome over the planet, or whatever the fuck's there. So that made me really happy to hear. I'm like, finally, God did something fucking right. And then the other thing was the blood thing now, because normally I usually get killed off early because they use my blood, because I told you I have access to certain places that most people don't. So the fact that I'm not gonna get killed off this time because they need my blood is nice, because I heard that's another thing that made me really happy. I'm like, they need a good couple of us as a blood key before it works. And I'm like, okay, so that since I'm gonna be gone, right? Because this is my last lifetime. Since I'm gonna be gone, I'm like, those places everybody's lost access to those places, because where are you gonna get my blood from now if you can't find it, right? Okay. Okay, Selena, there's like two or maybe three more things I want to talk about. Then I'm gonna move on from cloning. And then you don't have to sit through the rest. Sorry, I know I've been like talking for a long time. I'm probably gonna have to shift the camera around, but I don't want to shift it. The plug's on that side, so I don't know. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll just record from the floor. Anyhow. A lot of them are in positions of power, which is what I don't understand. I'm like, why? Like, why? It freaked me out with the concert stuff because BTS just came back, and I'm like, a lot of these concert halls look very demonic. Are they energy harvesting people there? I was like, what the fuck? I was like, don't friggin' do that. Right? Like, in my head, I'm like, that's shady as fuck. If you guys had just come out and said, oh, like, we're low on energy, or we need you guys' energy for something, like, without being fucking shady about it, it's like, okay, well, you guys get a good time and a concert out of it, and then we get this out of it. You know what I mean? The same thing with the Super Bowl. You guys are doing things in a shady ass fucking way. Just be fucking upfront with it. Right? If you guys had told me, like, okay, Lisa, I need your energy for this, and I'm like, okay, like, does it need to be in a specific setting? And you could be like, oh, Lisa, I need your energy at this frequency, and I only feel this when you're at a concert. I know this is sounding crazy, right? Like, hypothetically, right? So then if I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to a concert anyways because I feel good in that moment, right? I'm not gonna go if I don't enjoy the music. Why the fuck would I go and waste time? If you're not wasting time, you're wasting money, right? But anyhow. So now with a collective bunch of people in a concert venue, because you guys need energy for whatever reason, right? And then if you guys say, okay, Lisa, we need the energy for as long as the reason's reasonable and not fucked up, right? Then I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm like, you get my, I don't feel any pain with you draining me for a little bit while I am enjoying whatever is happening in front of my face there, right? Because, you know, I like supporting artists and songs and stuff like that. So that I don't mind, right? As long as it's upfront. But if it's something shady, you guys know they're gonna say no. Like, if we're going back to like GMOs, for example, it's like, we don't have enough corn to feed all the humans. We're gonna have to start genetically modifying it, right? So you should at least give them that choice, right? It's like, we have to like know that something's hidden and then choose not to partake in it, which is so friggin' annoying. That's like you telling me, that's like me, like, remember I told you when I recorded the last video, I'm like, I have to fucking consciously think about everything, which is supposed to be second nature, which is so annoying. It's like you telling me, Lisa, I need you to consciously think about your breathing and how your blood flows through your body and shit, and that would piss me off. It's the same thing here. It's like, I need to eat, right? Just tell me what I can and can't eat. It's like, okay, Lisa, this isn't real corn, right? and we don't have enough corn, but if you feel like eating this, eat it, right? Like, be more upfront about the shit, right? Don't be like all shady and be like, oh, it's still corn. It's not like it's not corn, right? Even though it's not made with anything that of derived from, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying, is that's what's annoying. If there's not enough food, everyone should be farmers now. We all gotta start growing shit. I have plant knowledge, so I know. Oh, speaking of which, I was thinking about, because for me it's weird. This will be the first year I go without like any type of plant near me, so I'm like, I was like, maybe I should go and grow something, right? And I've been debating what to grow. Um, and I'm like, the most idiotic proof plant I could grow in the situation I'm in right now is a tomato plant, right? And I'm like, if I do that and something were to happen, I do not want to abandon this plant. And I'm like, where am I gonna leave it? Because as long as the temperature is consistent, that thing could, I think they live pretty long, right? And I'll get to grow it my way. I don't have to be forced to treat it however. But anyhow, I'm like, that's my biggest problem right now, is like, how am I going to, right? It might outlive me. I'm like, fuck, what do I do? I don't want to leave it behind, and it's gonna be an orphan. I'm gonna be sad. I have a egg carton tray there where I can, because I'm gonna start from a seed. You know how normally people start with the already like grown plant, but I'm like, I want it to, I'm gonna use it to keep track of time too, because I'm not using my hair for that shit. I hate being the timepiece. It could pass on to my plant offspring. Anyhow, I have an empty egg carton there, and I was like, oh, I can plant. I could. I can start it from there, right? And then when it gets a little bit bigger, I have all those like soup containers, right? Like I have the perfect sized one where I can. You guys can, because it's gonna go from like on my Instagram thing, it's gonna go from food to like my plant journey, right? So like you'll see, it's like having child photos, like, you know, but it's not like a person, right? It'll be with a plant. So I'm like, as it's growing and I'm transferring over it and everything, it'll be so nice. But I'm like, I don't wanna, right? The story always starts off good and then ends like shit. I don't want it to have a terrible ending when, like, you know. Yeah, so I was thinking about planting a tomato plant. Coconut water's on sale right now because I'm only gonna give the good stuff. I was like, coconut water's on sale right now, and I'm like, I could totally get this going, but I'm like, fuck, I don't have the time, and I can't do this now. Because Flowers isn't here a lot of the time too, and I'm like, okay, well, I neglect Basket enough. Sometimes he's not even in the room. I think he left midway through as I was talking because I felt something move. Yeah, if he doesn't have to be here, he's not gonna be here. Yes, it'd be nice to have something living besides me to talk to, right? Because normally I'm talking to things that don't have a physical body. But anyhow, it's nice though, because like Basket doesn't have to like resist anymore. Like I feel when certain things move and stuff, so I know he's like, he doesn't have to stay still anymore. But anyhow, talking about growing food, I was like, I don't know if it's like, because I don't want to grow it and it feels like a parasitic type relationship, right? Like I don't want to grow it just for the sake of saying I need the tomatoes to sustain my body, right? Like that feels so mean. Like I want it to feel loved and cared for as much as it's taking care of me. You know what I mean? Like it's just, ah. Okay, sorry. I need to talk about what I say. 2, 3 more things. Yeah, three more things. Okay. Do clones sleep? If they do sleep, are you the type that sleep during the day? Um, because we know there are beings out there that don't sleep and that only sleep during the day, right? Like I'm one of those because they don't call me, they never call me, they keep calling me Angel, right? Because I sleep during the day. But anyhow, right now I feel kind of sleepy. I don't know. I feel like I've been drugged on something I haven't eaten. I don't know what the fuck. but between 12 to 2 o'clock is when I take my nap, right? Like I need to sleep. Because the sun, you see this? Only reason God's letting me record this right now is because when I come to see you guys, this I'm not going to get to see after a while. So he's letting me soak in as much sunlight as possible. Because when I see you guys, I don't see sunlight. I'm like, why are you, like, how, what? uh, um, yeah, normally I sleep now, right? Between 12 to 2 o'clock, I'm like, don't fucking bother me. Like, I need to, because that's the only time I feel like peaceful sleep. No one comes to visit me. It's dead ass quiet, and I can just go like this. uh, because all the crazy shit's happening outside at that time, right? I'm like, it's not happening indoors. Anyhow, two more things. Okay, we're talking about body issues and weight now. Okay, so when an energy gets transferred, or when a consciousness is transferred over into another, like a clone body, does that body start taking the shape of that consciousness? Like, you see how I'm like small and scrawny, right? If I entered someone else's body, where their bodies start adjusting to my spirit, like that's what I want to know. Because in Selena's case, everyone's like, why is she taller? And if the person that's occupying the body is spiritually taller, it makes sense, right? Okay, which brings me to my next point, which is body issues, right? Because all of you guys brought up body issues and dieting and weight and that type of thing. And I can't relate to that because I told you it goes to my brain. And then brain goes to paper. Right? Like that energy doesn't stay in my body for that long, so I don't understand how that works. So it was really funny. Like I started posting all those food photos, and then I didn't realize who that was gonna trigger, right? Because in my mind, I'm like, I wasn't right. It's like I didn't think far enough ahead. Okay, I forgot it was gonna trigger people who diet, and then like from my perspective, I'm like, it's like variety, right? And understanding culture, right? Like if people don't, they're like, what is this you're eating? It's like, oh, you've never tried that before, right? Like it's in like that kind of way I was looking at it. Or and then you know what else was irritating too? When I had to take the pictures, I don't eat pretty food. You know what I mean? Like I have to pretty it up, then take the picture, then eat it. And when I go to eat it, I'm like, oh, I don't. It's so fucking annoying. Like, can you imagine? It's like it takes me. Let's say it takes about half an hour and then the food's cold. You know what I mean? Like the food's no longer good after that, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, so like I didn't think far enough ahead. So then I didn't think about the people who are dieting and then the people who are, because now we're starting to see all the picky eaters show up, right? And I'm like, oh, so and so doesn't eat this. Like that didn't occur to my mind when I started doing this. I'm like, great. Like I have to consciously think about what I put into my body before I go about my day because like it constantly pissing me off. It's like I have to consciously think about breathing before I go. You know what I mean? Oh, it's so annoying. So in my head, I'm like, it's such a fucking chore. Like having a vlog is everything I have to do is a chore. I'm like, what do I even wake up for in the day? uh, yeah, so if we're going to the topic of body issues now, right? Because I'm like, I don't have that issue with dieting, right? I just eat to function, right? Because as I said, I'm like, it takes me 3 hours, 1 hour to walk to the mall, do whatever, because I'm going to be walking around there. It's not like I'm going to be sitting or whatnot, and then another hour to come back, right? My body's constantly moving, so I'm constantly eating. I have to eat to keep up with that, right? So it's not staying in my body. It's going to my brain, paper, it's gone. Right? So I don't understand the concept of dieting because I never had to do that because I'm already living a healthy lifestyle. If you're living an unhealthy lifestyle, then it makes sense. Right? It's mind, body, and spirit for a reason. If they're not working in alignment, of course they're going to work against each other. So, anyhow, weight gain. So, all of the inhuman beings, especially the clones, are you guys, you don't feel it like, to me when I read the energy, it doesn't feel like you're comfortable in your own skin because it's not your skin, right? And I'm like, oh my fucking god. Oh god. I don't know how God sleeps at night. Like if I was God and I had to deal with all this shit, I'd be like, fuck, end it. Fuck. Ah. I don't know why some of you want to play God because like that's a huge responsibility. I'll be like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna cruise by here. You take you take the driver's wheel. I'm good. Yeah. So then there's the body issues, right? It's like weight, like the spirit's not. I've never said this to you guys, but I have felt this, right? I haven't said this, but children by the age of 8, this they're, I don't know contractually what happens, right? Like spiritually, but I know like the soul or the spirit or whatever finally like syncs with the body, right? Because I don't think I've ever told you guys that before because I feel like if I did, people are gonna look at me like, what in the fuck, right? So we all know that like kids, right? They're not. I told you fear is learned. So when you're a child, like you don't know anything. Everything's like you guys refer to it as pure, right? And then by the time they reach the age of 8 is when everything starts kicking in, right? I've known this for the longest time. I've already said this too. When people are pregnant, you can see when the spirit, because they're still signing over the paperwork before they go and they settle in the body and they're born, right? And the people who violate the contract, they lose those kids early. But anyways, speaking of strength, right? Like I'm spiritually strong in this sense, but you guys are physically stronger. So I don't know if we're talking in terms of strength, who's stronger. But anyhow, yeah, by the time the kid reaches the age of 8, that's when I can start reading them, right? Because to me, that's when they're, because I can't read them before then. I never told you guys this, but like, yeah. So for me, this is how I'm relating the cloning thing, because I'm like, okay, if the consciousness is transferred over into another body, and I can read it. Right? Because it's not your body to start off with, but when, like, for the kids, for example, they've already agreed to the body that's being made for them, versus, like, I don't know who's making these bodies, right? This is why you feel uncomfortable. You guys have body issues. It's like, Lisa, my body's breaking down. I can't deal with it. Like, one of you guys told me, it's like, Lisa, I wish I could live a day from my perspective. And I was like, bitch, I don't even want to live a day in my life and you want to take over? Oh my good God. Sometimes I think it'd be like a good thing. You know what I mean? Like if you transfer over, like I'm not looking at, like I know it's been used for all the fucking fucked up wrong purposes, right? But I feel like if we look at it from the proper way, right? I feel like, say for a situation, because let's say like I hate being, you guys know I hate people. I hate being in front of people. I'm never, you're not gonna find me near people, right? But if someone else decided to enter my body and suddenly like I'm comfortable on stage, or like I'm comfortable near people, or like that kind of thing, I think that's a good thing, right? Because then it comes off as like the twin idea, right? Where it's like, you know how like a twin swaps out for the other and helps them? Like to me, it can be done in the correct way. It's just like right now it's not, right? Which is why we have to have this discussion, because everyone's deciding to do all kinds of fucked up shit. So right now for the body issue thing, I don't know how to help you guys. You can't, I just have to tell you to deal with it, because I don't know what to tell you, because I don't consciously think about that. It's like, you know, like I don't look at it, because we're living in a generation right now where people are looking at themselves more than ever and being more fucking critical of I don't know fucking know what. Because if you go back in the day, people didn't used to look at them and so look at themselves in such a way. You know what I mean? They basically had water and reflective surfaces, and that was it. And then people were narcissistic. You know what I mean? It's like I don't, because you guys are in a like a celebrity or like a high, like a public position where this matters now, right? Whereas with me, like I don't have pretty people problems. I don't gotta go. I don't have to like make sure I look a certain way for anything I do, right? I'm just like, it's just me, and I'm just going about my day, right? Whereas you guys kind of, because you guys are in, you're in someone else's body, so you kind of have to perform, right? Which feels to me like that's really sad. Like if I had to be in someone else's body pretending to be them for so long, like that sounds exhausting, right? Unless you really love that person and you want to like improve their life, then sure. Right? Because the guy who took over for Jim Carrey, he looks like he's really happy, right? That he finally gets to like help him out, or like, you know, play this character as he said. And I'm like, that's a really positive mindset to have. But I'm like, if you look at it from our side, people aren't gonna like that, because they're gonna be like, well, why did Uncle Jim have to die? Why did you have to take over his body? Like, why did, like, right? There's so many whys that people aren't gonna like it. And you can't just explain it off. Like, don't lie about it. Like, that's so stupid. Like, that makes us feel stupid. It's like, if I lied to you, wouldn't you be pissed? Right? It's like, oh, he just had plastic surgery. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would he have plastic surgery for? Like, he needs his face to work. Like, what? Oh, God. It's the same thing with the body issues. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Right? Like, that's, you just have to, because you're playing a character. Unless, you guys aren't going to feel free until, like, it's like someone comes out and says it. You know what I mean? Because Selena, she explains it away with, oh, because she has lupus, oh, because she's mentally ill, oh, because of this, that, and the other. But it's like, well, no. Oh, you know what else irritated me too when I was reading? I'm like, I'm getting a lot of weird, like, yes but no answers. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like if I asked you if you were pregnant, like I didn't. I'm just using this as a really weird example, right? Say if I ask if you're pregnant, I'll get like a weird answer like yes but no, right? Like there's no like blunt answer, right? When I'm doing this is how I know I'm dealing with inhumans, because in human beings the answer is never clear. It's always in the gray area. So like if I'm reading you and I'll be um like if I read is Selena dead, right? It'll give me yes but no. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Well, it would be like, it's like, from what context are we talking about this from? Because it's like, technically she's not dead because her body is there, people see her, but technically that's not her in her body. All right, the yes but no. So every time I keep reading for different beings, I keep feeling this yes but no, but I'm like, what the fuck does that mean, right? And I need you guys to help me understand this, right? It's the same thing as if I say I'm like yes but no for pregnancy, it would be like, okay, maybe there's a surrogate, right? But in my head, I'm like, maybe I've never come across this or understand this, so I don't understand what that yes but no could mean. You know what I mean? Is that making sense? um Selena brought this up once with the hair issue, right? Because your hair is naturally short. But I don't know if that's because it's a consciousness thing or because the clone body can't grow it properly. That's what I don't understand. I'm like, okay, if we have technology where we've come to the point where we can create designer babies, right? And they can create the perfect human body, right? If they wanted to, because there's beauty standards and all this other crazy shit. Why don't they design the perfect body and put that person in it, right? Like, why are there so many, like, I don't want to say flaws. Flaws is the wrong word, but you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that could go wrong here. It's like, why go through the trouble? You know what I mean? Right? Like, if you're having, like, hair issues, right? And maybe that's why I keep grabbing my hair. Now, let's say, like, your hair can't grow to my length, right? Why don't they just make a body where you could do that instead of having to do all the other shit? Like, that's what I don't understand. Right? So, like, I keep hearing you guys complain about weight. It's like, Lisa, I can't get to this size, or Lisa, I'm like too tall, or like, I keep hearing shit like this, and I'm like, those aren't problems. I've talked about this before too, because I'm like, I said this before, I'm like, the difference between getting a nose job and like physically changing a trait that you can't change that's inherent, right? Like, if God made me too sensitive, okay, let's not use that for me in my context to be like, God made me too talkative, right? I can't control that, right? Because that's God given. It's the same thing for you guys. It's just like, Lisa, like, I'm too tall. I'm like, good problem for you. I'm like, that's God given, right? Unless like there's something with the consciousness that isn't made correctly, which is, you know, I don't know what to tell you. I honest to God don't know what to tell you. I find too, a lot of the inhuman beings are taller. Like, humans are, like, in comparison, like, we're like ants. I was like, what in the fuck? See, like, I'm okay if you guys call me short, but if a human calls me short, I'm gonna be pissed because I'm like, I'm fucking average height for a human, motherfucker. See, like, this is where I'm drawing the line because it pisses me off. No, it's like all those, like, you know, those dudes that keep like gaslighting. They're like, oh, I'm 5'8", I'm 5'11", I'm 6 foot. Like, that type of, that pisses me off. Fucking pisses me off. And they have the audacity to look down. You know what I mean? I fucking hate it. My phone's still going. We have space. Okay. Okay, so we talked about whatever you guys just eat, and then body issues, right? Because I don't know if that correlates, right? Because that correlates for humans, right? Because if they eat and they don't move, it's got to store somewhere. So I don't know if that same logic applies to you guys or not, right? That's why I'm asking. Right? Because then we had, you guys are like, we had eating disorders, right? So I don't know if that's because of what you guys have to eat, right? Or because, how do I explain this without sounding stupid or rude? Jesus. Fuck, I don't know how to explain this. Let's say you're like, Lisa, I want to be a size 0 like you, right? But I only feed off of blood, right? Let's say, for example, okay, I'm just using this as a crazy example. Let's say I want to be a size 0 like you, and I only eat blood, right? And I need this amount to function in the day, or just function, you know, function for 24 hours. So then you guys are like, well, I'm just not gonna eat because maybe then I can reach that weight, that target weight I'm aiming for, right? But then you end up fucking over your body, you know, right? Like, something's going on here that's not making sense to me because I'm like, it's not, like, where did eating disorders come from? That's not a human thing. Like, they've been there forever, but I'm like, it's coming from something else. because I never had that issue. I'm like, okay, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat, done, right? I never had to think about it. Now I have to think about it, and I'm like, do I have cravings? Do I need to eat this today? Like, like, you know, the only time like humans actually think about that is when they're going on dates. They're like, oh, I can't eat garlic, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I know I'm gonna go interact with someone, I'm not gonna eat something like I have sardines with me right now, right? Like, I'm not gonna go and eat sardines and then go and like talk to the next because I'll have foul breath. You know what I mean? That's the only time like I'll consciously think about what I have to eat. Right? So like I don't understand the concept of eating disorders because I don't think I have one, right? The whole idea of like 3 meals a day is so fucking stupid because since I've been born, I've been eating once a day, right? Like that's never changed. Remember, like I showed you guys, I get that bowl. So that's like the next thing too. When I posted those photos, I'm like, I have the plate and I have the plastic bowl and I have a bowl just to physically show you guys energetically what I'm talking about. I'll have like this is my food quota for the day. Okay, we're gonna call it that, right? I don't know how to explain this, but it's like this is what I need to like get through my day, right? And without it, I can't function. Then crazy shit happens, right? uh, it's the same thing when I sense people too. I'm like, because they're like, Lisa, why do I feel like the main character? I'm like, because like you're like a different, like I don't know how to explain it. Imagine like you're in a tool shed, you're going in there to look for a hammer, but everyone's pretending to be like a wrench or a screwdriver or some shit, right? And you're like, what in the fuck? Any of you actually like acting as you're supposed to? You know what I mean? Like they're fitting in the wrong molds. And that's like a side effect from you guys because you guys are all wolf in sheep's clothing. So I'm like, ah, fuck. One problem led to another problem, led to another problem. Now I gotta fix everybody's fucking mess, which just pisses me off. Ah. Right? Eating disorders isn't a human thing. But you guys had it, and then somehow it passed on to them like a disease, and then so on and so forth, and so on and so forth, right? Um, yeah, when I take those food photos, because this is what's irritating me. Everyone's like, oh, Lisa, why don't you pick me and do this and do that? And I'm like, think about it, okay? If I eat 1 meal a day, right, I haven't fed off energy in a while, right? Like, I feel very fucking weak. But anyhow, if I have 1 meal a day and the contents is always changing, right? Like, everybody has their favorite food, right? Then you're gonna have the person. This is what I want to talk about in the next video, right? I don't want to cover this now, but like lightly going over it. It's like everybody, like let's say, okay, we'll use color because you guys like poking at the blue color, right? That's not my color, but it's like, you know, anyhow.